So today I'm going to be talking to you about some very powerful Galdor meditations. Galdor is just another word for mantra. And so I've already taught you the Hull breath mantra. Hull is the seed sound for Mother Hulda. So I'm going to teach you another form of that mantra, which is breaking up her name into 4 syllables. Now 4 is the number for Earth. So by breaking up her name into 4 power syllables, we're taking each aspect of her power and we're summoning it. So this is a very powerful mantra which I'm going to teach you right now. And that mantra is simply Hulda na ma. Hulda na ma. Now the Hu sound you already know. Hu is the basic sound for the earth. And there are many different cultures across the planet that recognize this sound as the sound for summoning earth. If you look at the runes, you have Hagal and Uruz. So you have the matrix, the power of the perfect, uncreated creation. And then you have Uruz, which is the descending power. So Hu is the descending power of creation into manifestation. And then you have La, Laguz and Ansuz. So the Laguz rune is directly connected to the power of the primordial waters of earth, the waters of Niflheim. And then you have Ansuz, which is the power of divinity. So La is the power of the divinely energized primordial waters. Coincidentally, there's also the seed sound in the Vedic tradition for the root chakra, or the sound for the earth chakra. So the next one you have is Na. Na is the knot rune, Na white. The knot rune is incredibly powerful. If you really want to tap into the power of the void, in other words, the power of the universe before it has manifested into anything, if it's just pure undifferentiated power, the power of pure magic, you chant Na white, or Not. This is the Not rune. So then you have that connected once again to the Ansuz rune, Hula Na. So you have Ansuz, which is the power of the celestial deities, celestial divinity, the celestial fire, the ancient ancestral connections that we all go back to. Everything goes back to that celestial source, that ancestral power. So you have Hu, La, Na, Ma. Now whenever you have Na connected to another word, it doesn't negate what's coming, it empowers it. So Hu and La are manifested powers of earth, and when you put Na after it, what you're doing is you're then combining it with more unrealized, unmanifested power. So it's more power for the earth to use to create and manifest. And then we have Ma. Hu, La, Na, Ma. First one, Mannuz, is the power of mind, of divine mind, the power of truly divine human beings. Mannuz, that's where the word man comes from, mind, and man, human. And you have once again the Ansuz rune, which is an incredibly powerful rune which intensifies the power of anything. It brings in the celestial ancestral fires of the deities of Asgard. So this is another name for Hulda broken up into power words. Hu, La, Na, Ma. Now to do this meditation, you just simply sit however you want to sit. If you are practice any kind of yogic meditation, you can sit on the floor and cross your legs. That's a very powerful way to do it. You can also just sit in a chair like I'm doing, with your back comfortably straight, looking down, having your neck straight, and you can just simply chant, inhale very deeply and chant Hula na ma, Hula na ma. You can also whisper it. You can also do it silently like we do the Hull breath. Okay? Now, if it helps you, you can put a little tune to it as well. And that tune would be Hulda na ma. That's just one. You can make up your own tune, but tunes are a very helpful way to get the brain involved so that there's less thinking and you're operating more from your instincts and from your energies. Now I'm going to add one last aspect to this which you can choose to incorporate or not, and that is to bring in the power of the fingers. So this one, you just simply hold the hands. You probably can't see on the screen here, but I've got my hands just simply resting on my knees like this, down here. And with my hands resting on my knees, I'm simply touching each one of the fingers together with each one of the syllables. Hula na ma, hula na ma. This will connect with all the 5 elements and ground them with the power of Hulda in the earth. It will also connect the different aspects of the brain, different parts of the brain together. So it's a very healing, very balancing, very grounding meditation. Now there are some meditations that I teach that are very powerful that you should only do for a few minutes at a time, if at all. I only teach those at the higher levels, but this one is, it's a win-win. It is, you can't find a meditation more powerful than this. You can also not find a meditation more grounding, more healing than this. You can do this meditation for hours if you want. If you really want to get the power of this meditation going and use it in a ritualistic way, then find a body of water, preferably a pool of water. A well will work. A spring is excellent. Probably the most powerful is to find a spring where the water is actually coming up out of the ground or out of the side of the mountain. You can do this next to the river, preferably a part of the river where the water is kind of coming around into a pool and making a pool on the side. If you want to bring any kind of offering for Mother Hulda, my suggestion is to bring flower petals. Flowers. Bring some flowers, and you can put that in, if it's safe to do. You know, if it's drinking water, you may not want to put it in the well. I'm not a big fan of pouring liquid or food. I know that some people like to offer food and liquid to rivers and waters. I'm not a big fan of that. I would prefer to put something into the river that would go into it naturally anyway, like some kind of plant material. So I prefer to bring flowers. So bring some flowers and put them in. Chant this meditation for as long as you need to until you feel the presence of Mother Hulda coming up out of the waters. She will rise up out of the waters. At that point, when you sense or see or feel her presence, then you can bring your requests or your prayers to her, or you can ask her to merge with you. These are some very powerful ways to connect with Mother Hulda.